If your tank water heater's over 8 years old, you may be sitting on a ticking time bomb. It could start leaking without warning, causing far more damage than the loss of the heater itself. Consider replacing it with a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to leak, endless hot water for spa-like comfort, longer life, and backed by Navien's strong warranty. Before time runs out, visit tanklessmadesimple.com for the name of your Navien contractor.
Count on Navien.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
Hey, you got something to say? I got something to say. They're wild, rabid, and on the loose. This is Listeners on the Loose.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about, man, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. But do remember, while you're doing what you want, Steve does have a rule.
And that's to show some energy and bring it, BJ. Otherwise, they will be gonged, and we'll have to say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Brian and Buckley, you are on the Rock.
BJ Weeblow.
Hey, there you go.
How's it going, guys?
Not too bad, buddy. What you got?
Well, you were talking about how you want to, stuff that people thought about burning down, and when I was a dumb, stoned teenager, I thought it'd be a good idea to try to burn down an old abandoned garbage truck.
Oh, so you actually did live Danny's dream. You tried to burn something down. Not a house, but a truck.
I've got a vicarious moment with me here.
Nice.
I was with my cousin in Arizona, and we were at some friend's house. They had a big property out in the desert, and we were just out wandering around, and there was this abandoned truck. Had been there for who knows how long, but had this old seating where it was, I don't know what the thing is that they fill the seating with, but it was really dry, and I just had this flash urge to see it burning up in the middle of nowhere, and I just pulled out my lighter and lit it. And my cousin just, what are you doing? And he managed to work up enough pee to put it out.
Okay.
So saved us from a bit of a mistake there.
So that's why it's good to always stay hydrated.
Yeah, it's very, very good to stay hydrated. Boy, that guy's got himself a super soaker if he could put out a fire.
Yeah, he dug deep. He had to summon that from deep within, but
wow.
He focused under pressure.
And that's funny because he's got a text saying if you had to pick a useless superpower, what would it be? And it sounds like his
Wee Man.
Urination.
Yeah. Damn. All right, Brian. Well, I appreciate the call. There you go, Danny. Yeah. Make sure you have somebody. If you try to set fire to a house, have Wee Man next to you.
That's fine, yeah.
If I have a few beers in me, I'm probably good for that.
All right.
Steve
and me are burning down a house.
Yeah, you might have to wait a while for me. I'm at that age where, I can get going, but it's going to take a while, and the house might be gone by then.
Somebody wanted to know, go to that question, Ted. If you had to pick a useless superpower, what would it be?
A useless superpower?
Yes.
Man. Well, something. One of our favorite shows called Misfits that Vicky and I know about, and you can watch it on Hulu. That was all about these people that had the most useless superpowers. A lot of them. And one guy could manipulate milk. Turns out ended up being a real villain, but he couldn't. All he could do was manipulate milk,
milk products.
Yeah.
So could he make almond milk taste good?
No, but he could, make it squirt around, or what he did, spoiler alert, he killed people who had eaten milk products by suffocating them.
At first, it seemed like it was the dumbest power ever because he couldn't do anything unless it was dairy products. Like he couldn't manipulate metal or he couldn't move water.
But he could kill you with yogurt.
But yogurt he could kill you with, yeah.
Sheesh.
And the guy that stopped him.
Did you guys watch this?
Oh, it's a fun show.
It's actually, it's a lot cooler than it sounds.
No,
trust
I'm sure
me.
it is. I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm positive it's fine.
And it was funny because the guy that defeated him, he's like, I'm lactose intolerant. And that's why you couldn't kill him.
It was a thrill.
Yeah.
But that guy had a power where he could go back in time, but only if he was really feeling it, and he could never control it.
Yeah.
So if something bad, if somebody he loved died, he could save them. But if it was somebody he didn't know, he couldn't save them because he's like, I'm not feeling it. I can't save his life. I can't go back in time and save him.
So you have to actually care about somebody. That was a dumb power where your power would only work if you actually cared about somebody.
I want the power to be able to just stretch out parking spots.
Ooh, that's a good
In
power.
a parking lot. Because I feel like, man, they're really going.
You're right.
Real skinny on these damn parking spots these days.
Man.
Like if you're not driving a smart car, you're going to risk nailing other people's doors.
So stretching out parking
Like at
spots.
Trader Joe's, that's definitely a spot where I feel like they just want people that show up in like Mini Coopers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a bad power.
Like, whoop, whoop, and then be like,
it's-
oh, this is easy now. I can just swoop right in and I don't have to worry about hitting somebody's door.
It is relatively useless.
Yeah.
You would be a low grade mutant, no doubt about it. No one would worry about you.
Well, I mean, I would go with like flying or the ability to see through walls, but you said useless. I feel like you get a lot of good use out of that.
Yeah. Well, it's to some degree, but it's not like anybody would call you and go, "We've got a problem. The world's in danger." Well, Steve can just stretch out parking spaces. That's all he can do.
We got another the marry, F, and kill question.
Oh, I hate this question.
Yep. This one, it involves members of the radio station, not our show for a change.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thrill, Miles, Ted. You have to, screw one, marry one, kill one.
Wow, I feel like I know Steve. You'll marry Ted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. I mean, we're almost there as it is.
I'd marry Ted, too.
Good luck.
Oh, good luck, because Steve's going there first.
I already claimed him.
All right, so all
He's your
right.
man.
So the both of you want to marry Ted.
Yes.
I think I'm going to screw Thrill.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I was going to pick that, too.
Oh, geez.
And then,
you
sorry,
two.
Miles. One of you's got to go.
Really?
Yeah, Miles, my choice for that one, too.
I love that we have the same taste in men.
Yeah.
Now, when you're having sex with Thrill, is
Yeah.
he having sex with you too? Like, who's the recipient?
We haven't really factored all that out.
You got to
but
take that into consideration. I mean, Thrill's a tall
But
man.
see, we're
and
rhythm
I'm-
section, so we already have chemistry.
Okay, well, I'm going to go for the shortest guy possible.
That don't mean anything. I've been with some tall dudes,
Oh,
and
really?
it's average.
Oh,
and I've
so-
been with some short dudes, and it was impressive.
Well, in that case, then I take it back. If I can't go by height, I'm not going to know who's going to give me a hard time, as it were. Yeah. Okay.
So who are you going with?
Well, yeah. Let's see.
Are we all marrying Ted?
Oh, I'm not. I'm screwing
No.
Ted.
You're screwing. Who are you marrying?
I'm marrying Thrill. I figured that him and I, lactose intolerant, living together would be the perfect combination.
There's other things that factor into a relationship other than dairy.
Well, listen. Let me tell you. That's why I'm killing Thrill. I cannot take the gas.
Yeah.
Thrill's got to go.
Phil's got to go because of his smelly butt.
I'm going to have sex with Ted.
Okay.
I'm isolating that.
Yeah, and I'm going to marry Miles. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Marrying Miles.
Yeah, I'm going to marry Miles.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like he and I would have some good conversations, and he likes sports.
He does.
and-
You can ride on the back of a scooter.
yeah,
Ted's got a scooter too, you know.
Besides, everyone thinks out of everybody on the show, Miles and I look like we get confused a lot whenever we go do big events. People always come up to me and call me Miles all the time.
So you're already kind of avoiding. Sometimes
Yeah.
people get in relationships and they slowly start looking like each other.
We already do.
You guys are like Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah, exactly.
That hasn't happened in my marriage, though. I mean, but that might be because I'm just a troll and my wife's beautiful.
Yeah,
So
so
I
let's
don't
hope
think
that
that's
doesn't
ever-
happen for
Yeah.
her.
Unless,
She loses on that deal.
unless I start getting more attractive.
Well, that's possible. I
don't know when.
but see, if that's the case, then she might start getting.
Well,
yeah,
that's
I'm halfway through life. You think by this point?
yeah.
That Snapchat filter, you look pretty good as a lady.
Thank you, Rev.
Just
Yeah.
get a blonde wig, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Curly blonde.
Yeah. All right, so
So he's just screw Ted though because he's not packing since he has the andro penis from back in the day.
oh, okay. Well, then,
That's a callback.
Then it's definitely Ted. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
I mean, you wouldn't. I feel like if you want to screw, you want to have like a really, really good time, and like with a
Well,
marriage,
it's
you
different for you because you're used to having that piece of the anatomy come at you.
Yeah.
See, for us, we're not used to it, so therefore we don't want that
There's
piece.
no
of
guarantee you have to have that come at you. You could have you come at
That's
them.
why I asked. You said you want to work out the details. Let me know the details. Who's going for who? Who's the recipient? of
it's
the
your
situation?
choice, BJ.
That's in case I don't have a choice, I'm going to at least, I don't know how this deal. I don't know how it works. I don't know how MFK works. Okay, I don't know.
All right.
That's why I
Stressing out
overprepare.
over it.
I overprepare for everything. If I gotta have sex with some dude, I want to make sure he's
Danny,
not
though.
packing.
We haven't figured out what Danny's going with.
I'm going with you and Vicky.
Yep.
What's that?
Let's say your
can't pick
choices.
Vicky.
So
so
marry,
mine as
marry
well.
Ted, yeah.
So Ted won't get killed in our situation.
No, I don't
so
think
Ted,
at all, yeah.
Ted at least is safe.
So who's going to get killed by you guys?
Miles.
You're going to kill Miles and
We
leave
have
and let
no
Thrill
choice.
live?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Me too,
You
unfortunately.
got to
We have
marry
no
Miles and leave.
Look, I have
Thrill's
to
going to
pick-
fart out the joint. Are you sure you guys can take that?
But he likes to play bass. I play drums.
Oh, okay.
You know, we could.
All right.
We've got that.
I feel like even as a bromance, like I feel like Ted would be a really great bro husband. Like a homie, like a really good friend. Yeah, like I would
I
totally
can attest
marry.
to that.
Yeah, I would totally marry Ted. I feel like that'd be like marrying your best friend.
All right.
Like Ted's probably one of the few people that said if he was like times were tough and he needed a place to stay, I'd let him stay at my house.
Oh,
wow.
And my wife would be okay with it, and Lulu.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't let Ted anywhere near the house.
Well, he'd have to have his own bathroom because I've seen what he does to his bathrooms, and
Yeah.
it's disgusting. So he's going to have to handle that.
See, I'm a bad guy. If anybody was down in their luck and I have the room, I still won't let him in the house. I don't want people being with me.
So anyone on the show, if one of us said, hey,
Oh, no,
you
you're
got to pick
done.
one. Obviously not your daughter or your son. Well, your son you probably wouldn't even let back.
Yeah.
But
No.
your daughter's already stuck with you.
Yeah, that's right.
she's already kicking you out of the house. It's fine.
Well, I would let Vicky in because I know Vicky's standard of living and she is relatively clean and neat, and I don't know about the rest of you slobs. So, Vicky, if I had to pick one to stay
I'm
with
pretty
me, it would be
clean.
Vicky.
I mean, I'll bring my wife with me. That way, she'll do it.
Oh, if you bring your wife with you, now I
Yeah.
know the house is going to be spotless. Sorry,
Yes.
Vicky, you're out. If,
I was
Steve,
going to bring my
get some
board game
good vegan
collection.
any chance you don't get to come?
Well, I'll just keep busy. That way you won't see me much.
Okay, good. Because your wife, I'm sure you offset each other. It's like it's like your wife is really super clean, and then there's you.
There is me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there you go. So that's who I pick.
Hey, we were talking about things that you would want to do because you see it in a movie or a television show, but it's not a good idea because those people try to jump a bridge.
Yeah.
Somebody texted in, what about jumping off of a bridge onto a moving semi?
Oh,
Those are awesome
yeah.
scenes.
Yeah, they are.
Or a train.
Yes.
I always wanted to do the train thing and be like a bank robber
Yeah,
or a train
see.
robber.
But like a barge that's full of like garbage, so that way when you land on it, it's hopefully nothing sharp.
Yeah, because there's nothing in
But just
garbage that would hurt
feathers.
you.
Right.
They're transporting a bunch of feathers. For
Oh yeah, the
pillows.
feather truck always comes
Yes.
by. Yeah.
How about hanging from a ladder on a helicopter?
Oh well, you like the rope ladders when
Yeah.
they pull you up.
You kind of could hook your foot too.
Yeah. Oh, that's scary as all hell though, because those things spin around and whatever. Oh, yeah. But some people have been rescued by those. So,
Yeah.
so some people actually have done that. Anybody that's had any trouble in the Bering Sea, I think they got to be rescued that way.
Would you guys ever hang off the rope off of like a building, like you're climbing in because you're about to go rob the building or whatever, or would that just be too?
Listen,
not cool?
Catwoman, that's your dream.
Almost like go on the rope and then swing like
Yeah.
one of those like Die Hard or Dwayne The Rock Johnson movies, and you just smash through the window.
Yeah.
What about getting thrown off of like the 6th floor into a swimming pool?
It has to be a deep pool, but I'm down.
Oh.
Yeah, really deep pool.
Yeah.
But then I'd go for that.
Nope.
No.
No, thank you, guys. Because I know it's all not real, and I know I would die.
Fair enough.
Yeah, sorry. Unless there's a trampoline. Is there a trampoline in the pool?
There's always a trampoline in the pool.
Then I'll do it. Yeah, I forgot. Your trampoline saves everything.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Let's go to Nina in Auburn. Nina, you are on The Rock.
Hello.
Hello, Nina. Welcome to the show. What you got for us?
So yesterday I went into the doctor's to get my ankle checked out because I tripped over the stairs and ended up finding out I'm pregnant.
Wait, you could get pregnant that way?
Wow, she must have fell right on top of the... Hey.
I mean, people have been trying all these other different procedures, and none of that works.
Yeah.
All you have to do is trip over stairs, BJ.
How about that? So
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. Are you excited about it, or?
It's a mixed feeling right now because I just found out, so I'm still letting it settle in.
Dang.
Do you know how far along you are?
Yeah.
About 5 weeks or so.
Oh, so super early. Damn.
Yeah.
See, this is an interesting thing. We have a lot of conversations in this country right now, and it is true. Women sometimes don't find out until now, 5 weeks after, that they're pregnant. I mean, it's like she had no idea.
So is this a boyfriend, a husband?
Husband.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
It's the second one.
Okay.
Second husband. Wow. Okay.
Or
so
second kid.
Second kid.
Second kid.
Oh, excuse me. First husband didn't take, but this one took, so yeah.
Can I recommend the name Steve
Oh, nice.
if you have a boy?
Or
Victoria.
Rev.
No.
Danny's the way to go.
Guys, you totally miss it.
You have to be at Stomping Grounds in order for me to consider that, Steve.
I'll be at Stomping Grounds Just look for me, and then I'll bring some paperwork. We'll sign the deal.
Guys,
if you want, I'll be there to help cut the umbilical cord.
Listen. Whoa, that's a little much. No.
I don't know if my husband would like that very much.
No. Nina,
I've
look.
got scissors.
Look, there's only one name for this baby, okay?
What's that?
Trip. The only name it should have. Okay? The only name that baby should have.
That's true,
That's actually all right, middle name Steve.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Trip Steve. I like it.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Nina. And what do they do? A blood test? How do they find out you were pregnant by an ankle thing? I wouldn't even think they'd know.
Well, because you can't do x-rays if you're pregnant because of the radiation, so they had to make sure that I was not pregnant in order to do x-rays on my ankle.
So they were going to do x-rays on your ankle, and they must ask all the female patients, are you pregnant?
Yes.
And you said, did you say, I don't know? Is that what the answer? That's why they said, well, you better check?
Yeah, I said I don't know. I could be. Who knows?
We have sex. You never know what goes on with me and my husband.
I love Nina. Nina just, you know what? She just she just lives, trips, doesn't matter. She's just rolling.
Dude, I like this text message. I just hurt my ankle. I'm staying away from the doctor now.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, let that be known, ladies. Do not twist your ankle.
By the way, that is cool that they ask, because Nina wouldn't have known. Take the x-ray, and if that would have been horrible if it actually damaged the kid she didn't know she had.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Congratulations, little Trip.
Little Trip Steve.
That is, imagine that, though. Imagine you're 5 weeks pregnant, you don't have a clue.
Well, 5 weeks is like barely anything. Right?
I don't know. I've never been pregnant.
Most people don't know until like maybe 12 sometimes weeks.
Yep. Out.
See, that's tough.
2 months-ish. Depends on if they have a regular system or not.
Yeah.
And some people don't, so it might even be longer.
How early can you find out if you are pregnant? That's the other thing, too, is like, how early do you know? It's a tough one. I mean, I didn't realize it takes so long for some people to figure that out.
I think most people don't know at 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe 2 months goes by. You're like, hey, what's going on? My aunt hasn't visited me recently.
Right.
Oh, really? I'm going to have to ask my wife when she knew.
Okay.
2 times. For some reason, I thought it was quicker than later, but, I wasn't paying attention, so you're probably right.
Again, it depends on the gal. Some gals, because of the birth control they're on, don't get their aunt visit from their aunt for 3 months.
Yeah, that is true. How about that fancy birth control? How about those lucky women? Mm-hmm. The aunt never comes over anymore? How's that?
Here we have a question from someone via text.
Yes.
My girlfriend's going to Portland for the weekend as a +1 with her friend to a bachelorette party.
All right.
She does not know the bachelorette. Should I be worried?
Oh.
Oh, no.
No.
Totally tame and totally fine.
They're just going to bang some dudes and then come back. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they do, right?
They're just going to twist their ankles somehow and then...
Do you get to bring a +1 to a bachelorette party?
Depends on the bachelorette party.
I thought you were only supposed to go yourself. Like you get invited, all the friends of the bachelorette or the bachelor.
Some people want a lot of people at that party.
I mean, I invited 4 to your bachelor party.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, wait, yeah. How are you inviting all these people to my bachelor party? I feel like it's not even about me anymore.
They're paying her.
They're paying me, and it's my...
She's charging ticket prices.
Yes. Oh. It was the party bus. That's how I finagled it.
Oh, that's right. It's your party bus. I guess we got to let it slide.
I don't think that's a big... I wouldn't be worried at all. What they're going to do is just going to get drunk, drink out of some straws that look like penises, and then come home.
Yeah.
It's really not going to be anything. I don't think you need to be worried whatsoever.
The question is, are they going to the A crop? If so, tell her to get the steak bites.
Ooh, yeah. Boy, it's a wonder, though. You wonder how strong the relationship is.
That's what I was going to say. What kind of trust do you got going on? Do you not trust this person to be away from you for a night?
Yeah.
If that's the case, then this is not the problem.
No, it's not. Yeah. There's something going on, Steve. You're right, buddy. You are right, my friend. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show.
So did you see that the Lakers GM got caught in a lie? It's hilarious. He was trying to say that Kobe hung out with Heath Ledger, even though Heath would have been dead at the time that he was talking about.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, this is Rob Pelinka, GM of the Lakers. And, social media basically said, you're a liar, boy. He was sharing a story with his team about arranging a dinner with Heath Ledger and Kobe Bryant so Kobe could ask about Ledger's performance in The Dark Knight after he saw the movie. Again, Ledger died 7 months before the movie was released, so...
Vicky's response was perfect for that, because that's exactly what it is. Like, he never was alive to see the movie come out.
No,
I remember just a really quick story. There was one time when Kobe, who I worked with for 18 years, was going back to play Madison Square Garden, and he had just seen The Dark Knight. Obviously, you guys saw that movie. And he's like, hey, hook me up with dinner with Heath Ledger, because he got so locked into that role. I want to know how he mentally went there. And so he had dinner with Heath, and he talked about how he locks in for a role, and Kobe used some of that in his game against the Knicks in terms of mental preparation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
Whoops. Now, I get that sometimes you want to inspire people and you don't let the facts get in the way of a good story, but yeah, you really can't. That one's the tough one to use. Anybody that knows anything about that, like you guys, yeah, it's.
I mean, I'm calling BS on that story almost as much as this story that I just saw you shared on Facebook, BJ.
What's that?
Playing board games can make you a nicer person.
It's a great story. It's the truth. It's actually true.
How long have you been playing board games, and why is it not working?
They clearly have not played board games with you.
Oh, my God.
You guys can say whatever you want, but whoever, I started having parties at my house. People come over. I've got friends.
You're just bringing them in so you can yell at them.
That's
well,
true
they
also.
still come over.
Well, because you got good food.
That's true. You do
All
have a
right.
good spread.
Well, okay. So what you're saying is then it's not the games itself and it's not me. It's the food. All right. Well, then good food brings people together. How's that? Makes me a better person.
Yes. Well, that's an interesting little story. I guess it brings it gets people to party together.
You know, I will tell you this, for a lot of us, and Seattle, we know this, there's a lot of socially awkward people in Seattle. I think that's a big reason why we have a Seattle freeze. And gaming, somehow, board gaming, has brought more people who would normally just sit behind the video screen and play their games. They put them in a room with other people and has helped us ease into being more socially interactive for folks that have a hard time doing that.
It gives you something to do while you're at the party.
I will tell you.
It forces you to be interactive.
It was my crutch. I was like, okay, I can't have people over to my house. I'm afraid to, but, I love playing games. All right, I'll bring people over. And the game was a bridge, a crutch for me to get comfortable being around people. And I have to say, it's been like 5 or 6 years since I started. It was a thing with my therapist. I told him, I said, I have no friends. And we started a process. How can I get more friends? I know, it was very sad. But, I mean, he asked me, do you have any friends? I said, no, I have acquaintances, but no, I guess I don't.
See, now for me, it's having the steampunk bar at the house. It's like, hey, everyone, come over, have a party. I've got a bar, and it works out perfectly.
That's why anyone coming over to my house. So I don't know what the hell that says.
But see, you socialize outside.
I love going to other people's places, but I like knowing I can leave whenever I feel like leaving. I have no problem leaving when I'm not in the mood to hang out anymore.
See, I have no problem.
You can't do that when people are at your own house.
I have no problem telling people to get out. I've done it multiple times.
Good job.
Usually I'm really inebriated, so it's just like, get the F out.
Yeah.
Like a part of me just wants to go, I'm going to go to bed, guys. Just make sure the door is locked when you leave.
Kind of works, yeah.
Yeah. I've actually had that happen a couple times at places where I've been, where the host has just said that. I'm out. I had one host go upstairs, and he said, we didn't think we were overstaying our welcome. I think he just drank too much. He said, I'll be right back. I'm going to go upstairs and get something. And then Joey Dees and I were waiting. We were waiting. He never came back down. We went upstairs, passed out on his bed.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I can't afford to pay my bills, how am I going to afford attorneys and bankruptcy fees?
You know, one of the things people ask me all the time as a bankruptcy lawyer is that how am I going to pay all these fees and costs because I'm here because I can't afford to pay my bills? And of course we understand that. I mean, being in the bankruptcy field, but you know, one of the things to remember is that if you decide, once you make the decision to file bankruptcy, you can stop paying on all of the creditors that are going to be included in the bankruptcy, and those are the funds that you can use that you have been paying your creditors to pay your attorney fees and court costs to get your case filed. And once your case is filed, you're not going to have most of those payments anymore.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.